Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Feed the Queen. This mainly got my attention because it made me think of freaking Zerg, but incremental, if that makes sense. It's kind of odd. We're going to go ahead and click on you. We're going to spawn ourselves some oh, we don't have food yet. Let's go ahead and actually throw food to there. We're going to see achievements in the bottom right. Normally you can't see those because I have them disabled, but there's a known issue with this version of Godot where it inverts my capture and it looks very, very, very weird. So we're just going with it screen captured. So if you see anything weird, ignore it. But anyway, this is why you might realize why I felt like this was very Zergy. Because if we go like this, you may notice we have the larva down there. We can spawn more of them if we want. In fact, we'll go ahead and spawn some more of those, but we need 20 resources to actually get this other one. It doesn't look like these regrow unless there's something later on for it. I think this actually causes it to grow. We've got ourselves the burrow. So now we have the burrow, and you'll notice over here on the right we actually have access to our various nonsense. But Hatch a Forager will actually, I think, start spawning bushes. Yeah, they will, which is exactly what we want. So we'll just gather these ones off in the abyss, and we will get ourselves some foragers in short order. I do think you could soft lock yourself, considering these are not respawning. It's a little bit kind of unfortunate. But we're going to go ahead and grab all those. Click OK on those to get them out of the way. I think that is... Oh, they are respawning. Okay, so once you've taken them down to a certain point, they do generally respawn. That is a good thing. So what we want is we want some bigger bushes, and we want multitasking. Why are you not rummaging through that one, forager? Will they actually grab these for us? Come on. You. Will you find it? I thought these were supposed to be like our automated farmers, but I guess they're not. Maybe they're just like generating these. That's fine. It's just a little bit weird to me. I guess they're finding them. Okay. They're not grabbing them. We need something else to grab them. So I guess let's try the dormitory, see if that actually gives us access to something to haul them. Oh, yeah. Maybe? There's some more dudes for us. Don't have enough for strength, but we can make them faster, at least. Okay, so yeah, they are going to get our resources for us, and we actually just have to click these to throw the food in there. That's okay. They'll go around and do their thing. So let's go ahead and spawn some more larvae. I mean, we probably want even more larvae than that, because we are a little bit low on larvae. So I'm gonna actually invest quite a few into this, just so we have enough of those guys going around to get the resources for us. These little dudes over here are not bad, but we need more on our bushes to actually make them worth it. Oh, you're gonna go there and grab one. This is fine. So foragers find the stuff, these guys transport it. That is cool. So they should start getting us some passive income, which is extremely welcome. We need 200 for the evolution chamber. It's gonna be a minute for that. I think we just want to go like heavy hauler, just to make sure those get out there, and we'll go ahead and get ourselves some more foragers to get more bushes forming. That way it's just constant stream of resources. Get the income going. Okay, hauler speed, hauler strength. I mean, I can just start tossing these in here. Let's go ahead and get some more hauler speed, and then I'll get strength eventually. I am just kind of preempting our little hauling characters, unfortunately, just to get these in there. Oh, yeah, they're still discovering them fast enough. That's not a huge issue. Let's get strength so they can carry more than one. Because that's generally what these things are going to be. There they go. Now they're going to start grabbing two. And feeding them to the queen. Feeding them to Kerrigan over here. Okay, so we have enough of you. I think we might need some more foragers. Let's go ahead and get some bigger bushes first, though. So each of the bushes lasts a little bit longer. And it's only 31 for the next tier for next larva spawn, and it is 3 of them. So this is fine. I can live with that being... It's not escalating as fast as I thought it was going to. Because in a lot of games like this, you end up with a situation where let's go ahead and just toss that one in. You end up in a situation where the cost of the base unit gets super expensive super quick. We see this in a lot of idle games. This definitely still falls into the category of idle game. I mean, we can actively click stuff if we want, and it doesn't limit us too much. But I want to go ahead. Do we save up the 200 for that right away, or do we go for more hauler stuff? Or do we go for more over here? We could go bigger bushes. We could go acute senses as well. Let's go ahead and 1 second faster discovery on that. So there they go. Much better. We'll go up to 5 of you guys. So we just constantly have resources coming in. That is pretty much the goal I have on things like this. I'm going to go ahead and get some more bigger bushes so they're more dense. Is there a max level on this? Doesn't say a max level, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's either going to be just like an even number like 10, or it is just uncapped. And we can have as much as we want there. One bushes may, so 10% chance on that one. I don't think we want to bother with that. Do we have anything special in here that we could do? I think we want to go more hauler speed. We're starting to get up to the point where these are starting to get a little bit expensive. Stuff over here, not too bad. We can get bigger bushes for relatively cheap. In fact, we're going to do that. And now things are starting to get up into the triple digits, which means that it's probably about time for us to consider saving up for the evolution chamber. Just to make life a little bit easier for us. Strength probably is not a bad pick either. There we go. And I'll start helping them toss food in. And get rid of some of the crappy little bushes. They're not just walking off into the Narnia for stuff. Oh, wow. We actually ran out of bushes as soon as I did that. Oops. Oopsie. This still only takes 1 worm. Builds evolution chamber where higher complexity upgrades and buildings may be unlocked to improve the colony. Unlocks new upgrades in existing buildings. Cool. So we can improve our other stuff too. I just don't know what we're going to be getting for that. As far as this other lucky spot, I'm slightly tempted to get that, but I don't think we need it right now. I kind of don't want to burn my mouse out, so that's one reason why I'm not going after like all the bushes. No, you guys can go back. You guys can go the hell back. Sorry, I just bumped my cup, so I decided to move it over to the other side. Okay, so we have 215. That means that we can come back here and start getting the evolution chamber, which gives us some stuff here. We've got the farm, the den. Unlocking throwers are exceptionally efficient at throwing food over long distances. That'd be nice. Farm is going to get us milkmaid and milk domestic aphids. Okay, so probably a different resource. Fruit trees may be grown and harvested in the orchard. And the trap factory. Hunting local fauna. So there's a lot of stuff we can get in here. Option to change priority of units delivering food to the colony. Prioritizing this food closest to them. That's not bad. You don't have anything new. And you can't spawn a new thing. So our new spawns are definitely going to be in here. So we probably, we'll go ahead and get the farm first. Fire aphids, hatch a farmer. Make them feel secure and happy. Increasing their production amount by 1. Capture a new aphid and add it to the farm's pasture. Aphids get milked every 10 seconds. Sticky aphids produce honeydew. So this is going to probably, sticky aphids now be replaced with fire aphids, which produce hot sauce, which is 1 food and 2 heat. Every second, 10% of current heat stacks are consumed and converted into bonus. Honey prevents the application of cold as well. Okie dokie. Interesting. I am going to, however, need some more larvae. Just to get that kind of squared away. And we're getting the resources. What is this one here? The little DNA thing. The brain thing is there. I don't know what it's doing for us, but it's there. The DNA thing confuses me. Go ahead and get another set of aphids. I find it very interesting that milking the aphids is literally just hopping on them and squishing the little bastards. Now let's go ahead and give you guys a hand real quick. I think, do we save up for throwers? Because these guys are a little bit slow. We'll be able to get the opportunism probably before then. Let's see if they actually go and get... Yeah, they do come and get this. That's fine. That is not a problem in the least. We're going to increase their speed again, though. Because we are kind of hitting a point where we're reaching more stuff than they're bringing in. So we got 270 food per minute. We got the mother here ready to spawn some more larvae. And now it's starting to get expensive. That's fine. We have 9 larvae left. I don't want to really invest in these guys too much more. I might go with like one more forager. And we'll just go with... all of these are so expensive. Let's go ahead and try and lucky spot. And it looks like they're just... Yeah, they're just doing their own thing. The little gatherers are, at least. Yeah, I don't think I want to burn too many of our worms this early. Because as they're getting more expensive, it's going to be... Oh, he's just taking a nap up there. As they get more expensive, it's going to be a lot harder to catch up on our later stuff. And this, I mean, it seems like it's going to give us some profit right now. But they are... Okay, yellow's worth 5. Blue is worth 1. So these are worth more. But we're almost to the den anyway. I'm going to get the den first before I get more hatcha farmers. We're going to need to get both, but it's intriguing. I want to see how the throwers do. They're probably going to basically be these guys, but more efficient. Because they can toss a distance. And yes, I am just chucking those into the queen. There we go. Den. So we can hatch a thrower. Throwers food during the jurisdiction, but they move slowly and must sleep for 10 seconds after throwing 50 food. Okay. So we will get like 3 throwers. Grants the option to change the priority of units delivering food around the colony to prioritize the largest available food sources. Increases throwers' movement speed. And they'll throw an additional 10 before going to sleep. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple things of endurance. Just so they chuck more. Oh, and they just pick it up and get it ready to chuck. That is nice. I wonder if they'll come down here and start chucking this. That's going to make it so that more of our delivery guys are free anyway. So I think probably get another aphid, and then we'll start saving up for another farmer. Because that looks like it's increased their production amount by 1. So they produce more yellow whenever they get milked. So that just increases the aphid value. So instead of 4 yellows floating around, we'd have 8 off of 4 aphids. Which works fine by me. We might need to have a little bit faster discovery over here. Let's go with... I'm going to actually hatch another forager, get us up to 7 of those guys. So that we're finding enough of these to just kind of keep them floating. Now we hatch the farmer. Should I probably upgrade opportunism? Yes. I think I will do that one next. That way they just do whatever's closest. Which means they should be gathering this a bit more. Oh, well, those guys might actually just be doing the work for them, oddly enough. But let's go ahead and hatch a second farmer. Sorry, our first farmer, actually. You're not a second one. This is not a farmer. This is a hopper. Oh, we can get points for petting the aphids. Aw, achievement get. We actually get it for petting the other things? Probably not. No, doesn't look like it. But now we're starting to get more income from everything, really. I am slightly curious what these are. Because these are going up and down, if you've noticed. They're kind of jiggling and wiggling and doing their thing. So 400 there. Let's go ahead and take opportunism and set them to closest. Just so that's a little bit better for us. Spawn larvae. We might need to spawn some more. We are getting a little bit low. I think as far as what we're concerned with, though, let's go ahead and get closest there. Oh. So this works on all of them. Did that actually say it does? Yeah, it's just all delivery units. Okay. That's actually good to know. I'm going to go ahead and get some more throwers going. They'll just do closest and be happy. And it looks like we are keeping up with our food. We're starting to see the yellow go up quite a bit. We're up to 570 a minute. We might be seeing her go, not necessarily nuclear, but I think we might get another evolution soon. So 379. We'll go ahead and get some more larvae. So now we're up to that. Thrower speed, not quite yet. We have enough throwers to actually keep things going. I just don't want to run out of resources for them to do, because these standing right here is a problem. So we could actually be looking at like acute senses as our next upgrade instead of possibly the orchard. We are starting to get out there in the map. I am surprised that they are so far away from each other. Leaves the map feeling kind of bare. Let's go acute senses to get more bushes faster. Just so everyone has something to do. 410 for more aphids. These are kind of getting a little expensive. I don't know whether the fire aphids... Because, yeah, that is only 1 food, but 2 heat. So, I'm not sure exactly how useful those are going to be. It's less food up front, but we generate bonus yellow from the heat. And I don't know if we can, like, split them so there's, like, a certain number. I'm going to get 1 more aphid. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can make it so there's, like, half fire aphids, half not fire aphids. That'd make life a little bit easier, but, I doubt we can do that. We have enough throwers. We have enough bush seekers. We are still getting all the stuff out of here. We don't generally have people hanging out next to the queen. The queens are the problem. Do we go thrower speed? I mean, that would increase our income a bit. But also burn through our bushes faster. I think we actually do save up for the orchard just like now. I don't think there's too much more to worry about with that, because we have a steady income. We'll have this in less than half a minute. So that works out pretty good. We've only been at this for about 18 minutes. We've already gotten most of the unlocks. So give me the orchard. I could speed things up for them. I'm not going to. They're handling things fine. So we'll grab this and just kind of ignore a lot of the other stuff. Here comes the orchard. Plant a tree. It costs 2 guys. Hatch 2 arborists to plant and tend a new tree. Trees produce apples every 15 seconds. Apples equal 20 green. Yes, please. I will take 2, please. Come on, give me the extra 60. Yes, thank you. We now have 2 of those. Trees grow an additional fruit for 100. Fertility, trees grow fruits 1 second faster. So they'll grow 3 now, and this is just holding them. Okay. Hot peppers are worth 10 and 1 heat. Ice berries are worth 2 freezing. So that might actually be consume 10 stacks of cold to increase the multiplier by 0.04. Activates upon reaching 50 stacks. Prevents the application of cold. I don't know whether cold or heat is what we want to be doing right now. I do know that we want some more larvae, but they are expensive now. 667. Someone doesn't like the other number. You guys should be... Okay, so... Oh, are they only able to chuck 1 apple at a time? There they go. Lots of food from that. Oh, apples. Just right up there at the top. Yes. Let's go with... Oh, what are we doing? Level up the queen. Okay, so the brain thing is the leveling up. Okay. So we need more brain for the queen. Go a little bit faster. Better sending fruits much further all the way to their final destination. We need 1 brain. Do we actually have a brain? I don't think we've got... Oh, okay, so she levels up and now we can actually do more stuff. Okay, do we... I don't have a brain, though. There we go. Now we have a brain. Question becomes, what do we want to put the brain in? We can do Stomp, Hot Potato, Haulers delivering hot sauce and hot peppers gain 30 movement speed and faster throw speed. Okay, bonus berry bushes may also hide another. Recursively, foragers may go on a lucky combo and find extra bushes off of finding bushes. Thrower speed. I'm gonna go thrower speed and then some more endurance there. We're actually getting pretty decent income now. So we might be able to just save up for the trap factory as well. Cuisine. Builds the cuisine and hatch a chef. Recipes may be researched in the cuisine to combine select foods into delicious treats. Interesting. Question is, do we save up for that? I'm kind of thinking we go Stomp here. Because that'll just make these not require the upkeep that we currently have. And we'd be able to just... Oh, yeah, apples gain 3 food, without a doubt. Blessing, gain 1% chance to be golden apples, gaining 10 times food value. Yeah, we'll do a blessing as well. I'm actually going to just level this up. We're not going to save up for the 2K right now. There we go. So that should turn apples into a beast. That works for me. Really tempted to take Stomp. I think that's going to be something that we want to be looking at more for... Probably, if I had to guess... We have guys standing there. We need these. Looking up more stuff. Wild apples. Ooh. A forage for apples instead. It is slower, but it gets us apples. We are going to go for another multitasking so they can find more bushes. And we will go probably for bigger bushes a couple times. Lucky spot. Yeah, I need to get some of my, like, lower upgrades first. Oh, and they have we could do Midas Touch to turn them into gold apples. That would increase our income quite a bit. Or we could just get another tree. Oh, we don't have enough dudes. Don't have dudes. There we go. Now we have dudes. Let's go ahead and get you. Once we hit 340 at least. Because I think apples are a pretty good income. I have a feeling the next one that we get is going to be significantly better. The trap factory, that is. We just have to get up to 2K for that. And yeah, we are ahead of our ability to toss in now, so that's good. Which is where we want to be. We want to have always something for them to bring to home, rather than necessarily just waiting for them to sit at the queen and then have to walk over and do something. Because that's not what we want. We still haven't ever really gotten honeydew up to a decent amount, but that's because I haven't really been investing in it. Could hatch haulers. We could do more strength, more speed. Probably isn't a bad thing, but I think we want to get the 2K first. I'm going to help them out a little bit just to get a little bit in there so we can get the trap factory going. Look, it's the trap factory. Hatch a trapper. Trappers get traps from the factory and place them with great strategy, capturing a wild bug once every 60 seconds. They are minced meatballs by the traps, but rot if not picked up within 30 seconds. Use golden traps to lure the biggest bugs, yielding more meatballs on one kill. Trappers gain flying abilities, reducing total time between trap placement by 5 seconds. Tenderizer increases the value of meatballs by freaking 10. Clean cut is to... No, we don't care about that. Lifetime before rotting to 60 seconds. Ooh, that is expensive, though. We have one trapper. And what do you have added? Hot potato cleanup grants the option to change the priority of units delivering food around the colony, prioritizing the food source with the smallest food capacity. Interesting. I don't think we care about that. There's going to be a golden apple going straight in. That's going to be a decent chunk of change. I think out of what we have the option for... Yeah, I think we go for Stomp first. Because that's going to reduce the need of these guys to be zipping around, so they're going to be able to go get the meatballs faster. And I think we do want to... Oh, they are not going to get the meatballs. That sucks. So this one, not really great. Because we have a time limit on stuff. I suppose we could be manually clicking them ourselves. I don't remember seeing that being... Oh, there's one up there. Let's see if we can manually click the meatballs or not. Apples are by far our greatest production right now. Okay. Come on, get into the trap. There you go. I can see the buffalo there. The beefalo, or whatever it's called. I forget what they're called in bloody... I am forgetting the name of the game all of a sudden. RimWorld. Oh, no, we cannot click them. This has to be a dude. That sucks. That sucks all kinds of nuggets. Let's go ahead and spawn some more larvae. Oh, there he goes. Is he going to be able to get it before it goes out? Salted Edge is 10k. We could get aerodynamics. Oh, did you get it? Nope. Go ahead and do some tenderizer. No brains for us yet, but it's going up, so it's not like we're failing at it. I do find it interesting that we only get the chomp noises whenever it is us clicking it. Kind of an oddity for me. I think we might want to hatch another farmer. Could also possibly see if they could go get the meatball if we just go ahead and get rid of all this stuff first. Go get the meatball, you little bastard. There you go. We are getting the meats. So 2.8k per minute. I am gonna hatch another farmer. That way we get more resources from them, because that's just multiplicative. That's not even a problem. That is literally just extra money on top of everything kind of situation. I almost kind of wish there was an antagonist in this, oddly enough. Because this feels like the perfect kind of thing to set up a factory setup as well. I know that's kind of a weird thing to request in this type of game, but it definitely feels like it would kind of be fun with that. We're going to go ahead and get more speed, more strength. Probably get these next, because we're actually starting to get up into regularly getting 1,000 really fast. So I don't really have to worry too much about spending the resources. And we can possibly... 2.2k is a little bit on the expensive side. Fire aphids might be high on the priority list. We're going to go ahead and grow another fruit. But yeah, we don't... Well, there goes a guy up there. That's fine. Let's go an additional fruit, and then we'll do faster next. So now they grow 4, I believe? Yes, 4. I don't know what the max level on that's going to be. Let's go fertility next, and then we'll do yummy apples to increase their value. I feel like apples might be the way to go. Everything else is fine, but this is just so easy to get escalating that it's beyond ridiculous. Trees do cost 2 worms as well. That's another thing that's kind of leading me to believe that these are higher priority than these ones that just cost 1. I do want to see our next evolution, though. There's tree number 4. Number 4. Number 1. Number 10. Okay, so we have those going. We could just overload on these guys. Try and get more. But at the same time, this up here is just doing nothing for us right now. 2.4k, yeah. Oh, we've got a DNA. Maybe spent it in the genetics panel to unlock a new specialist for the colony. Reach higher levels of feeding rate to evolve the species further, unlock additional DNA. Start a new colony to spend your newly acquired DNA and unlock powerful upgrades. Oh. This is meta progression. Okay. Queen spawns an initial 4 larvae each time she levels up. Refining the queen's taste buds enables the heat and cold status to coexist. Nice. Now has a 20% chance to perform a backflip, sending the stomped aphids directly to... Okay. Interesting. So there is a lot more progression in this than I originally thought. Oh, we'd have to start a new colony over. Although that is still going up. I don't know what causes this to go. It might just be total food gathered. In which case we should probably just be investing like this. Because these are going to ramp up quite a bit, funnily enough. Because we're kind of working them into each other. The rest of this stuff, not really. But our cost for another larva spawn is, it's there. We've got one of those. Do we just go straight into that, or do we wait until we get a second one? Because none of these seem terribly wild. Every time she levels up, that's fine. Aphid from the farm produces... Oh! That's a thing. That would make the trapper worth it. Well, there are more throwers than haulers. Haulers have 300% throwing range. Sweet. That is not available right now. +3 to the multiplier while there's 4 or less different foods in the queen's diet. Interesting. Increase Icy's bonus multiplier value by 3 for each. Okay, by 0.3, sorry. That is cool. So there are synergies you can build towards. Just realized just how much money we'd saved up. Let's go ahead and grab you. We will get another tree. And more fertility so they grow faster. I don't know if that increases the speed at which they'll do their hops. But the speed on the apples is already pretty solid. Yeah, look at that. Our 5.7k there. I wish I could hover over these and see what it takes to actually get them going. So just go ahead and get more resources from apples. Just multiply those up. I think probably want to start investing down here. Stacks are consumed and converted into bonus that prevents the application of cold. I think I would rather have more aphids. I think we have another evolution coming. Oh, she big. Oh, Lord, she big. We produced a brain, so we're going to get a brain in our inventory, I think. It's just chilling right there. Get the brain, you fools! It's going up to that. Never mind. We just have to wait for it to come in. Does that give us access to more stuff? No? Yes? Maybe? Thrower speed would not be bad. Unclogging. Okay, so we have the one brain. Already got stomp. Got hot potato. No, we don't really care about that. Honestly, I think royal jelly might be the go-to here. That or the cuisine. It has 500,000 food. It's going to be all afternoon and then some. Our current rate, because it's 11,000 per minute, so that would be, what, 50 minutes? Roughly, a little bit under. Like 40-something. Which is... I mean, I could leave this idling for that amount of time, but I don't want to, because I have other things I need to get done on this computer. We could double our honeydew production. Not a major amount of our resource, though. They are like multiplicative by getting these, but yeah. There's 5 fruits. Okay, so that's max on there. Fertility, I would not be surprised if we're getting close to max on a few of these. Okay, so yummy apples is max. Yeah, we're maxing out our apples first. And then we'll probably go aphids next. And these maybe last? Because really, most of this stuff is just whatever. It's not that important. We can get hot peppers. They're only worth... These are worth less food each is the thing with them that I'm not meh on. Okay, we could get more throwers. We're still sitting on our brain, so I do think royal jelly is probably the way to go. And we would get 12 larvae out of it, I believe. It's either that or go just save up forever for this. So I think we actually do royal jelly. But now we have 14. That means we can mess around with... I think there is a limit to how many trees we can plant as well. For some reason, I'm thinking it's going to be 9 or 12. Just a weird freaking hunch in there. Oh, and we just got a golden apple. Those are worth so much. We're about to get our second DNA as well. Come on. When second gets delivered, we should hit our, 10k for that. I think I want to go for 12k for the fertility. Just to speed them up. Amplify. 30k for the... Don't know if we're going to hit that very soon. Okay, what do we want to spend these guys on? I think we might actually go more throwers. Go 8 of those guys. We'll do a bit more endurance. And then we'll do some thrower speed as we get our next big ingestion. See if we can actually overwhelm what we have going on there. I'm not worrying about unclogged because that's not going to do as much for us. This is going to be kind of important. Let's go ahead and actually get this going as well. Because I keep forgetting to level this up. And this is just something to keep our guys busy so they're not just standing there doing nothing. We must be constantly working. Let's gather. We must gather additional resources. We need more Vespine gas. Blue is just... I mean, meatballs are the very bottom simply because we just don't have a reliable way to get them. Why did you stop working there, bud? Okay. There he goes. He's just sitting there doing nothing. So I'm like, spend money, maybe? Yoink, another tree. They're going to get super expensive, too. 35k, 30k. I mean, I could get the other unlocks, but I think we want to get our efficiency unlocks first. That way we're boosting our DNA faster. Speed and strength are not bad ones. We're still not overwhelming our bushes. So that's good. Go strength and speed. 28k for the next one? Yuck. All our speed, get them zippier. I don't know if they'll ever be zippy enough to keep up with the throwers, but I think the throwers are more in line with being just kind of intermittent bursts rather than consistent. We are getting 20k a minute, so each minute we should be getting plenty of stuff going in here. Let's go and get more aphids. 2.8k for another farmer. Yeah, they'll get us to even numbers at least. And she is just going ham. Okay, what else would we want to do here? We need 35k for that. I think we want to see how much our max tree is. So of 8 basic dudes. We could actually do wild apples as well, but they take more time to get. Get! Sorry. Just short I saw recently from a show. It seems like we are producing our DNA a lot faster. We're already at another half right there, and I don't know what causes them. I think it might be just food, but they are like flickering down every now and then flickering back up, which makes me nervous. Like we might be doing something wrong. We're all in on apples, by the way. 35K for the next one. Do we get more of you guys? No, we'll wait until 35K to get one more tree. Because we have the golden apple boost on these. So a lot of these have a good chance of being apples. I think we have like a 3% chance, I believe. Yeah, 1% chance. Ugh. So 1 in 100. Oh, and we're going to get 2 golden apples there. That might push us over. Yep, we're going to plant another tree. Next one is 61K. I think that might be the max for the trees. Do we want more aphids? Do we want more farmers? Do we want more stuff here, possibly? Let's go with multitasking, so we can find more at once. I will go ahead and start buying these other options. We're probably not going to have a use for them, but just to get them cleared up in case that contributes to our donai or our upper aim. We don't care about smallest, we just want closest. Yeah, this up here, not going to get any love from me this time. We will eventually, if we start getting into the prestige modes. Salted Edge. We could afford that now pretty easily. They're extended by acidic seconds. Random, largest, smallest. We don't really care about those too much. Don't think we're going to be saving up to the 61K without prestiging, sadly. I don't think we keep the brain boosts either, sadly. So do we go, like, angry haulers, maybe? Another speed boost there. They can go get them their meatballs. He just kind of goes out in the middle of nowhere and drops off the traps. I don't think our little friends are going to be going to get meatballs anytime soon. It's such a small contribution per minute. It just doesn't feel like worth it to get him out of the way. There, well, he's going for it. Grab yourself a meatball, bud. It'll last a little while longer. They're worth more each, but they're so much slower to get. What else do we want here? Yeah, we're probably not going to see that. So let's go ahead. We'll do new colony. So we hatch out a princess and it goes off and does its own thing. This is our gameplay loop. Okay, so that automatically, we start with 500 food per unlocked DNA. We can't get these until we have 4 DNA done. So we want the glacé flambé in the cuisine. While blueberry bushes spawn faster, receive the upgrades from bigger bushes and never stop spawning. Ooh. I think meat aphids may be it. We're going to do meat farm. Well, we have 1 DNA left to spend as well. Let's go for Bountiful Maryland. Return. Now, you can spawn some larvae. Grab us a burrow. Okay, get some bigger bushes going. You go ahead and get the dormitory. Let's get some strength, hatch some haulers. Get some hauler speed and some more strength going. More larvae. Probably should have actually gotten the evolution chamber as well. Okay, bigger bushes, acute senses are 90. Do a multitasking. There we go. We got plenty of larvae kicking around. We are starting to have them go in and grab stuff. And just get rid of the garbage around. And it seems like they do benefit from the bigger bushes whenever they spawn randomly. So we do actually have just like random spawners now. So I think we go evolution chamber next. To start getting more buildings, more suffering, more chaos. Chaos overwhelming. And yeah, they're just going to sit there until we start getting a fast enough spawns. Question is, do I get the acute senses first? Or do I save up? Actually, I think I get the acute senses first. Because we need more bushes. There, get more of you guys going. Yeah, most of our bonuses, we do actually have a bonus for this, but we want aphid farms. So we can have meat early. We also want to get the orchard as quickly as possible. So I should have just dumped straight into this, but I was a dumbass. Which is what you've come to expect from my playthroughs. I play to enjoy the games, not to master them right now. If I want to master them, I'd go write guides for them. That is for another time. Coffee does a body good, by the way. I do have blood in my coffee system, but it needs to be reduced. If a leech were to get a hold of me, it would be well caffeinated. So let's see. We're actually not seeing much progression on this, but I think that only comes after we get the evolution chamber, oddly enough. We can see, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we've got that going. So now we can start unlocking interesting stuff in here. So the farm is 200, the den is 500, the orchard is 800. The den is worth getting. Yeah, the first three are worth getting. The trap factory is still not worth it for us. Because currently our DNA is not really working on that. We want the scare tactics, which means we need 2 more. So each time a trap is triggered, we could actually ramp up the traps to get more aphid resources. So we could kind of cycle those into each other there. Opportunism is not something we particularly care about. Let's go ahead and get more bigger bushes. Just so they have something to constantly be doing. I think I might have overstrengthened them a little bit. Just a pinch. Just a little bit. A little too much strength. Actually, bottom level is... Yeah, we don't actually have... Which one gives us more spawns? Oh, no. Okay, no, this one. No, that's 500 at the start. Providence. Okay. So at 4, we just automatically unlock that as well. Okay. So we need 200 for the farm. That should start getting us a decent bit more resources. That was our first ramp up before. We're already at 175 a minute. So it's not like we're going slow. It's just we're not going fast either. Not as fast as we were, because we were thousands per minute before. There you go. Just chunk a bunch in there so we can get the farm going. So you should be able to squish those little buddies. We don't currently have meat aphids yet. I do wonder if that waits until we get the trap factory, maybe. That way we can upgrade them. Go and get another aphid. Do I get more sniffers? Yeah, we're doing okay with that. It's just one of those things where we just don't have enough throughput at the moment. I kind of hate that I can't click these to send them. The berries are the only ones that I can click. So I can't really speed anything else up. Which just feels kind of sad to me. Another aphid there. I think we want to get them kind of close to the same price. Opportunism is also a very high priority to get, so it's always the closest. So they'll be a little bit faster. They'll not increase our per minute a lot, but it helps. Keeps these ones on the fringe from being priority. So opportunism or farmer first. Or throwers, which would be 500. Yeah, that chompy noise is mildly distracting. We're going to go ahead and grab Lucky Spot, though, because I keep forgetting to get it. And yeah, I think we definitely went overboard on strength, because currently we are picking most, if not all, of a bush in one go. So we have, like, one's grabbing 4 and then one grabbing 1. It is just whatever. I think farmer next. Because we do want to be leaning into meat aphids. Because those should get us a lot more money than necessarily the trappers. Because while the trappers produce meatballs, they don't produce them very fast. Come on, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and hatch a farmer to speed that up. So it doubles our income from that. So now we have a solid income there. Now we save up for 500 to get the throwers. Just to speed everything up. I'm gonna start clicking for you guys. Oh no, we need the priority first. There you go. Lots of income from those. So we're at 300. Yeah, we need this opportunism first. That way we actually make, real amounts of money from the closest things. It's surprising how much efficiency helps. So we'll take opportunism, go closest. Am I super efficient? Fudge, no. I am readjusting the microphone, though. Because that was getting uncomfortable because I was, like, slowly leaning with it. It's so dumb, but it's the reality, unfortunately. Okay, the den. How many haulers do we have? 7? That's more than enough. Okay, so they're going after the closest first, which means we're going to be getting our, not sap, honeydew first. But we're saving up for 500 for the den so we can get throwers, so we can speed up our collection. And we could also just sit and wait 2 minutes to get the orchard, which, come to think of it, is probably the better choice, because the orchard was our main income source before. There's no sense in ignoring it this time. At least not until we can get our meat wads up. So it's only 2 minutes to do that. And we can spend and get 6 larvae to kind of mess with. We're not going to get a brain right away, but that's neither here nor there. That's not a big problem. We wouldn't be getting a brain right away anyway. So I don't have one of those. I'm going to be grabbing these ones off in Abyss Land over here. There we go. Only 100 left to go. Goodbye, one berry. We don't like single berry bushes. Single berry bushes be bad. Is that almost there? There we go. Orchard. It's 30 to plant a tree. We should be there super quick. Ta-da! And it's 160 for the second tree. Yummy apples increases the value of them. So we are, of course, going to do that. Blessing gets us the chance at gold apples. We need to get the throwers next, though, so I just wanted to get that out. I don't know if we're going to bother getting wild apples. I do want to get the trapper to see if that's what unlocks our meat. Our meat aphid is mildly disturbing. Because it does say here, grants the option to herd meat aphids into the farm to produce meatballs. Meatballs. Oh yeah, that's just the back thing. Okay. I was wondering what that was. Do we want to plant another tree? Yes. Additional fruit. Additional fertility. They should come gather those eventually. Maybe not. Got 9 in there. We might need to get the throwers to incentivize them too. Because it's not even on these. We haven't gone and gathered them yet. I could set them at random. Don't think we've seen too many bushes too far out. I would probably get them started on the apples. The apples are our greatest revenue at the moment. If we can get them going in. So, den it is. Save up for the den. Scratching my shoulder. It probably sounded like I was being ambushed from behind. Oh, he's been muffled. They're taking him away. Haha. No, I'm not being taken away. Go ahead and speed everybody up. By getting rid of the stuff that's up close and just not the ones we want. You guys, go get the apples already, damn it. Okay, so we got a good chunk of apples in there. That's good. So we'll go ahead and get the den. We will do closest as well. And we're going to do some endurance. We're going to do some thrower speed. Hatch a few of them. Obviously, we're going to acquire more larvae. So we can get this up to like 5. We need to... Oh, we got our other brain. So stomp. It's just got to get there first. We're 100% taking stomp. That way we don't ever have to worry about this being harvested. Everything is on closest. Stomp. There we go. Now we should be good. Good. Nice. Yeah, and that once it's emptied out, we don't have to worry about that being harvested ever again. Yeah, we'll gain more food on that. 32 now. 1.1k per minute is very nice, very nice. You're not getting double glaze because we're not going for that. I will get more aphids though. I am banking on the meat aphids actually being worth it. If they're not, we'll just be disappointed horribly. This is fine. I am used to disappointment. Have you seen my life? We all have ups and downs. Either one is fine. So 340 and 2 of those for another tree. Absolutely just going heavy trees as well. Because we're already at 2k a minute. Let us... I think we'll save up for another tree plant, so we are up to 4. Because those get wild fast. Yeah, more aphids are more expensive than planting a tree. I think we might actually go prolificity. Proliferation, maybe? Fertility is going to just be faster. So we just be chucking them in much, much quicker. I do like that the new tree gets planted but doesn't have any fruit on it, and they still blasted hop. So they don't get out of sync, which is nice. There's our next tree. This should speed up our generation a little bit. $640 there. Yeah, Trap Factory is going to be our next one. I'm going to go with... Actually, I should probably go with this. We can have enough larvae to get more trees whenever we actually want to do that. Because that's going to be our highest priority. Just apples, 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 apples. Not apples and oranges. Nothing else. Got our blessings. Yummy apples. Or I think fertility is actually our next pick. Get that up to slightly faster, and we want to get up to, I think it's 6 fruit is the max. Just so they chuck stuff in faster. Chunk. Madumas. It wants me to look at those. I've already looked at them. They were there in the previous area, my friends. So Trap Factory, here's the hope that Trap Factory actually unlocks, turning them into meat aphids. Does that allow us? Yes, 10k to get that. That's not that bad, actually. Do we even bother hatching? Yeah, we're going to have to hatch a trapper to get some of these going. So, Tenderizer increases the value of meatballs. We don't care about any of the rest of that stuff. I do find it weird that there's still 2 apples sitting in there. They're just like, no, we're not going to get that. They don't care about those last 2 apples. They're just always going to be there. So 3.9k per minute is quite a bit. Do we continue on the apples, or do we go for more meat? I think we go meat. I'm going to save up for it. It's going to take us a little bit longer than I would like. Although we could always just plant another tree. Yeah, we're planting another tree. I prefer my trees. Meat's probably going to be worth more, though. We are investing in that. That should actually get us our next evolution on what's their face. But the thing is, I'm not sure what the meta progression is based off of. It might just be total, or might be per minute, kind of like energy in. Oh, I'm trying to remember what it was called. The star eating one that we played recently. Okay, one more into that, and we've got max fruit, by the way. Only reason I'm investing in that so much. Yummy fruit should go up next. I don't know how much this can go up to max. Currently, meat is worth 50. So it is worth more than these. But not by as much as you would think. It's 44 here, and we're producing a lot of them. I think we're producing more of them than even honeydew. So 8.1k a minute. If I can have the patience to hold out for a minute. I'm going to have the patience to hold out for... I'm not going to look at the screen. Can't make me. It's not going to work. We're just going to have to... We're going to wait a minute. How are you guys doing for the next 60 seconds? 1,000. 2,000. 3,000. No. Just count it out absolutely horribly there. No. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to drink my coffee while we wait that minute. And yes, that was a very inaccurate second. That was intentional. You'd actually be surprised at how fast the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, how accurate that is for counting time. It's like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi kind of things. But I find 1,000 to be faster. The only time that Mississippi goes faster for me is whenever I start getting into the larger seconds. We're going to get meat aphids. Produce half as much as other aphid types when milked. Okay, this is fine. I can hatch an aphid farmer. In fact, I can hatch a couple aphid farmers. They're still only producing 1 each, I think. Because right now we're at 3. So now they should be producing, 2 meatballs. That is where we want to be. So let's go ahead and start increasing the value of meatballs. It's up to 60. And you're going to evolve. Yummy. That's going to get us another brain. What do we actually want to invest the brain in this time? Still don't think we're going to have enough to get the 500k cuisine. Trap kills do not matter to us. We don't care about that. Really, Stomp is the most important one. Lucky combo's not bad. We're not throwing apples. So, royal jelly it is. Again, to get all the larvae. The larvae. Okay, 2.2k for that. We should probably be investing in more aphids. Get her hopping around like mad. Because this is... she just goes and does them as their milk. She just starts hopping faster the more aphids we have. Double glaze is only for the honeydew. And look at our meatballs. They be catching up to the apples. Hey, apple! Let's go prolificity next, I believe. Or do we go more Yumai apples? I am surprised we haven't gotten another DNA yet. So next grab of these and we should be solid. Okay. That's our max. So we're now at 6 apples per tree. 4k to get our next tree planted. 12k a minute. I think we've already caught up with the last run. I don't remember for sure, though. But this is going to be just getting us some way more money. Okay, so that one's 10k, so we're probably going to go for the meatballs next. Do I really care about tenderizer? I mean, that is going to boost our income quite a bit. Yeah, if we get up to another one of those, it's going to put them at 80, I believe. And that should be enough there. So now they're at 80. I don't care about any of the rest of that stuff because we don't have the aphid harvesting thing going on. So 6.1k for the next little guy to be hopped on. Should be next big harvest, I'm guessing. Now she's just going to keep hopping even faster. I wonder what the limit on the number of aphids is. Okay, fertility is 7.5k. Yummy apples is relatively cheap as well. Our meat income is oddly enough not keeping up with the apples still, but it is significantly improved over what it was. It's going to be even faster on those. I don't know how long between hops for them. I wish it listed that. But it is... Let's go ahead and count down after that. So that's 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. So it's about 10 seconds between them. It isn't super fast, but it do help. So this should be 9 seconds if we could take this again. Come on, send the rest in there. Okay, so we're going to take that. We're going to wait for them to hop again, so everything will be kind of like in pace here. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000. Yeah, it's about 9 seconds now. So that is accurate, at least. Sorry, apples are maxed out. Should probably be looking at maxing out tenderizer as well. Just get our income going completely bonkers. Yeah, that's pretty much where we want to be. 12k for that one. We're currently earning enough a minute that we could get another aphid in a minute. But tenderizer is just going to bump that up even more. I'm liking the music. I'm hoping it doesn't get copyright claims. Because otherwise I'm going to have to like silence the background audio, which really sucks. Do we actually want more of you? We could be investing in these. As far as this, we're going to go... We could hatch farmers as well. 10k for you. Yeah, we're going to plant one more tree before we start investing more in the aphids. I think pound for pound, these are probably the best for us. And I kind of want to do... I'm going to do one more strength. Reason being, there is rationale behind this. So they stopped leaving one on a lot of these bushes. Okay. Although, could just go like that. There you guys go. Enjoy. Bigger bushes, so now you're all grabbing at least handfuls. Okay, 35k for the next tree. Not sure I want that. Meatballs. We could go for another hatch of farmer. We need 2 of those. I think the next tier up is going to be like 12k or something like that. No, 14k. Ugh. A little on the gross side, but hey, that'll boost it up to 3 meaty balls. Which means a lot more meat resources coming in. I do think we're going to hit 14k off of that, yep. There, now we have a bunch of farmers, so now we have 3 meatballs going in. And that should boost our meat income a little bit. Nobody's coming out here to get that, my guy. You are trapping for nothing. So, more aphids. We're getting close to getting another DNA. We need 4 to actually see the next tier, though. Do I want to go that far? I don't know. I could probably just leave it idling overnight or something like that and come back to it, but I don't want to do that. I want you guys to have an accurate representation of how long this game takes, which is fine. Generally, a playthrough of this game for a demo, I do prefer it being a couple hours long. For more concise experiences like, say, Metroidvanias and even some tower defenses, although I prefer those being on the longer side for demos because those are repeat plays. If it's repeat play, demo should be 1 or 2 hours long. If it is something that you intend for people to play once, keep it short and not necessarily to a tutorial area, but to an area that introduces you to the major loop mechanics of the game. We're going to go and get more aphids, so they can just keep hopping like mad. They're hopping mad. It's kind of weird. And it's also one of those things that comes into the discussion of, well, how much is X game worth? A game like this per hour is probably worth less than, say, a highly engaging RPG. But if you're going to get like 300 hours out of a game like this versus 20 hours out of a short RPG, you're kind of weighing things on what kind of entertainment do you need. Personally, I like games like this as my kind of wind down, but what if I'm going to be playing something for me, as in just something I'm going to want to dig into, focus on, and play for, say, an entire month or something like that, I'm going to want to dig into an RPG. If I'm going to be playing something whenever I'm just tired and really don't feel like being super emotionally invested in something, I'll want to play something like this, if that makes more sense. We're going to grab another aphid there. We might actually start keeping up on meatballs. Oh, we're at max aphids now. It's a shame. So 35k to plant our next tree, which I think is going to be... We could go for fertility first. I don't know if we necessarily want to invest in that, though. And I also don't know what the max number of farmers is. If it's not a number that gets us a nice, even number of meatballs, we're going to have 1 waste, which would suck. I am really curious what the max trees is, though. And there is no sense in us prestiging until we get DNA, by the way. I do wonder if this starts changing into like a third form. Right now, it's just kind of went from being flat to being vertical and then getting bigger. Is there going to be a slurm kind of situation going on with this? Maybe, question mark? And I think 9 is going to be the cap on those. That is my guess. Oh, do we want to be investing in this? Yeah, we'll get some more hauler speed. Because we do want them zipping. These are all getting kind of expensive. I think I might upgrade to wild apples. Because they are worth more each. And as far as the resources go, I think if those are 1, these are 10 times. Well, yeah, 50 times as much. But do the bushes actually provide us? I'm going to go ahead and grab these. Where are our apple bushes at? Are you going to find us apple bushes? Are we going to need acute senses for this one? I think we are still going to get blueberry bushes regardless because of the upgrade we got. There's max acute senses. We do have guys just standing around doing nothing, sadly. They are going to get the meatballs from up there at least, so we could probably invest in you. There's our apple trees. So apples are going to start getting the investment up. I do think this is going to be last of those, so I'm going to go down to 2 of those. We can still invest and get more. I'm not going to do that just yet. We do probably want Salted Edge as well. So that one is 61,000 to get, by the way. I think we're going to do fertility first. I wouldn't be surprised if the max on that is 10, too. I do appreciate that we still have the blueberries. These guys do just be chilling. Do we invest in aerodynamics? Which I think we do. Just so they go put out traps faster. Our apple income is doing great. Yeah, these guys seem to take forever to pick up their traps. But at least now we have something for our guys to do. Kind of want to still see what the cuisine is. At least now it'd only be 10 minutes if we did that. I don't think that is still going to be in the cards until we get like 3 or 4 prestiges in. Kind of sucks a little bit, but eh. Give me your tree. I just need to not look at it. That way I am just okay. That way I can just kind of focus in on talking about other things. We currently are getting about 25 blueberries per little thing. We're getting 1k per minute from golden apples, and the rest of it is just like this stuff. Okay, 62k. Plant a tree. That is our max. Yep. Got 9 of those boogers. So there is our income really working for us. So aerodynamics again. Could do tenderizer to boost the meat value again. That's going to be handy because we are chunking in a bunch of meat. And our apples are already max value. The only thing possibly we could save up for here is another fertility to get those going faster. But now we are just pretty much on a constant stream of the apples. We are Microsoft. We're delivering apples. Bigger bushes is relatively cheap. What does that max out at? There's all kinds of crap on there right now. I think this might be... No, that's not max. Okay. Okie dokie game. There's 1 DNA. It's going up. Yeah, I think this might actually be based on the per minute. And I don't know about the brain thing. We'll see. Because they do just kind of shimmer. I haven't been able to sit there and just stare at it and watch it. Because I've been trying to hop between what we're trying to build over here and all that other jazz. How much do you cost to... Oh, we can spawn a lot more larvae. Here, let's get more bats. Take that down to like 4. Just so we have all the bats dropping stuff off. We got plenty of haulers. We got plenty of stuff gathering things. So we need 2 more of these guys. So 45k for the next one. It is easy enough to get. That'll boost us up to 4 meatballs per. So people are still going to be just gathering all the meatballs. Do you find it interesting that only one comes down here to this at a time as far as the like strength gatherers? That is a bit odd to me. I think they come based on the amount that was there before they started their movement. Oh god, we got a gold one here. Yes, please. Get ourselves another farmer. Doom, 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 doom. So that gets us up to 4 meatballs each. So we're going to have a steady trip of those guys going. And you guys are just going to be constantly going back and forth between these meatballs. I do kind of wish they would gather as much as possible before going out there. Like, go out there and grab, like, a dozen of them from separate traps rather than just one at a time. But I think that would probably require more scripting. We're going to go ahead and reduce the time between those, and we're going to go ahead and get some tenderizer to boost the value of meat. I do find it interesting that we can get gold apple bushes. I think probably the thing that I wish I knew more is what the cap on this is. I have a feeling it's 10, which means we will have an odd number because you start at 1 without any farmers. And then you would be at 11 with them for the honeydews. Let's see. And yes, we will play until I'm either out of coffee or out of patience. I know that's kind of a weird way to phrase it, but Jesus. This is not a safe place out here. I'm calling it out on it right now. Worker safety, not one of our concerns, apparently. Throwers over here are a good thing. I'm glad some have finally come out. Because they'll wander around, they'll take a nap, and then they'll go do their thing. Whereas over here, you pretty much just want hauler speeds. Okay, so that's pretty much max. We could just grab these. We're not going to use them at all, but same for the fire aphids. What else can we get here that's just like points that are just kind of pointless? Lucky Spot might be worth it, actually. We'll do more endurance. More thrower speed. That way they can wander around out here and throw more of those meaty balls back in. It's 25k for a Lucky Spot. That's still not maxed. That one I think maxes at 10, if I remember correctly. Does it not? But they have a chance of spotting an additional bush. So that's 60%. So at 100%, would they not always spot a second bush? So if we get that up to 10, we would just have that. Let's see, we don't have another brain yet. We haven't actually reached the point to hit the next evolution. Which makes me kind of sad on the inside. Could save up for 82k. That's not going to give us an immediate boost, unfortunately. We're going to go Tenderizer again. More money. The max on this one was 10. That means that green apples became 50. So that's going to make these 150, I believe. So we have 8, 9, 10. No, it's going to be 140. I can math in my head. Alzorath indeed could not. Go ahead and grab some of these that are just sitting there looking unfinished. That's good. Do we go bigger bushes? No. I think we actually do go Lucky Spot. Oh, no, it's only 7, so 70% chance of getting double bush. You like double bush? But next level up, we're able to prestige into something nice. We're so close. You can see how close it is to it. But I think we probably need to hit like 80k a minute. to really see that be a thing. I'm not sure if we can right now. Tenderizer is going to probably be the best way to do that. I don't think we have anything going bad out there, by the way. So that's going to be... Don't care about those. Yeah, we'll go with that. Wait until 85k. It's not like it takes that long for us to get the extra, what? 7k? To get up to that, especially whenever the apples are just coming in, gold apples as well. Okay, so 120. What else do we have? Pain, suffering, a little bit of oddity. I suppose I could go into story time for you guys. Do you guys like story time? We're not really running out of meat to throw back. We're not running into a situation where it's sitting out there going bad. But 16 trappers is probably a big reason why on that. So yeah, we'll go for... We could just buy that to get it out of the way. Oh, cold affinity. Okay, interesting. Don't remember what cold does. Cold every second. Consume 10 stacks of cold to increase the multiplier by 0.6. Activates upon reaching 50 stacks. I don't know what cold does to us, like, mechanically, though. This just turns heat into honeydew. Huh. Yeah, I'm thinking this is based off of this. The per minute thing. That means we probably want... Tenderizer. So that's 150k. That, or we want more farmers. 150k for the... 150,000, it's our go-to. Oh, never mind. It just went back down. I wasn't looking at it whenever I'd spend stuff. But... Is it based on our current total? And the brain is based on our feed speed? I usually, if I'm going to analyze something like that, I'll record it and then look at it after. But whenever I'm doing it kind of live on the cuff, there's only so much I can do. That's going to get us more meat, though. Oh, no, we hit 2. No, never mind. It just jumped up to, like, ungodly amounts there. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it is based on that, and we got our second one, so it set the new total goal higher. It just looked like that. That might actually be what's going on. And send some of those in. We do still have guys out here grabbing meatballs, right? Yes, we do. Okay. I'm going to be patient. We need the other farmer. Not that it's going to greatly improve the amount of meat we get per second. It's going to improve how quickly we fill this up, so the more likely they are to just run down here and grab it all. Oh, no, it maxes at 9. So it does break out even. That is a... I mean, we maxed out at 9 over here, too, so... So we've got orchard done. We've essentially got farm done. We do have the brain there to gather. We've got this almost done. We can get a bigger bush. Strength and speed, nowhere near done yet. Because strength is going to be probably up to the same level as speed. That, or it's going to be enough to grab a whole bush in one go. 150k for the next tenderizer. We have aerodynamics. I mean, sure, whatever. I just don't know... Maybe we do just spawn some more larvae and turn them into these guys. So we saturate a bit more on bushes and then get more gatherers. That might boost our generation up a bit. We do have throwers up there doing their job. That's fine. 39k for another larvae. I don't know if there's a max on the larvae as well. But I highly doubt it. I'm going to go ahead and get 3 throwers. Boost thrower speed up a bit. Just so they zip around and do their job. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Chunk all the meat wads and have a wonderful day. I don't even know what we're going to get brain next. Probably the BGH. To lure the biggest bugs. 15 times more meatballs on kill. Oh, there's our next brain. 100k. Okay, so maybe it is based on that. Although it is still just going up. Although our amount we're getting is going up too. Okay, so it does get bigger each time. I do like actually the programmer art, by the way. If you're wondering about this stuff, yes, the area looks bare. Yes, the grass could be more interesting. I might even consider like, hey, pick up a copy of like Dungeon Draft or something like that and make a map kind of situation. They do have commercial use things for it. I don't know if they would allow you to use it for a video game though. That would be a big question thing, but yeah, just pick up like Dungeon Draft and use some of the ones that you can use a commercial license on. Not all of them. You can't just go on to Patreon and be like, you have Dungeon Draft assets. Can I sell it with it? You have to usually purchase that unless you use certain specific sets that explicitly say it. But you could make a more detailed map with that, with kind of like textured grass and all that kind of fun stuff to make it seem a little bit less bare. And a little bit more in theme with this. Something to look into. Maybe a mild suggestion. Because this is functional. All you have left to mess with on it is aesthetic. Which is perfectly fine. Even if you want to stick with your own programmer art style stuff. Make like a river over here. Make the buildings possibly spawn in formations. This already does seem to spawn in a formation of sorts. But make it so that it spawns kind of like in a little wedge, and then have this one possibly have some stuff going around it, possibly like directing the throwers and stuff like that. Right now they just feel kind of plopped on, which leaves the gaps between them feeling barren. Okay, so we have enough for the BGH. There we go. Oh, we can get more than one. Where's the big game hunter? Does he look different? Not seeing him. Oh, there's his trap. Is he might just be the same aesthetic as the other ones. But I see the golden trap. It's attracting one of those. I think that's an elephant. Yeah, it's an elephant with a thing on its ears. It's fine. We can get Tenderizer again. Grab some aerodynamics to speed that up. Strength, sure. We are hitting max on damn near everything. Because that's maxed. This just needs a brain. We can do bigger bushes. Do a little bit faster throwing and stuff there. So yeah, we're getting close to max. I've been kind of fussing about looking at other things, and we do end up getting a lot more resources. I want to get consistently over 100k. Just going to probably... I think probably the cap on the demo is 100k-ish. Because the full game... Because, yeah, this will bump us up a bit. We do have the gold trap there. Are our guys going to go out there and grab it? Yes, they are. Sweet. Yoink. See, this is fine. There's our max on the bushes. We don't need more foragers. I think we might need more gatherers. 70k for the next tier of that, by the way. Cold Affinity probably maxes out at 10. Do we risk that? You know what? Let's actually check out ice berries. That'll be the next ones we get there. So do they automatically send these in? We're going to probably drop a lot of resources on that. So we're at 1.6 times. That didn't actually slow us down any. We're getting less from apples. But we are actually ramping up on meat now. So 100k is not the max. We don't currently have the Harmony one where we can have hot and cold at the same time. We can't do much with that. This is contributing quite a bit. It is making up for that gap. I can't click that berry bush. There's like 1 pixel right there that I can go for. That's maxed. That's not. I think we're going to max you out first, probably. Get up to 400k and drop it on that. Or do we go for Cold Affinity? You know what? Let's go Cold Affinity first. 1.8 times. And the berries are actually contributing now. Interesting. They're becoming a large enough portion to matter. So we currently have every second consume 10 stacks and increase the multiplier by 0.8. So we'll never really go much higher than that, I don't think. I suppose we could maximize some things. Don't have anything left to go there. Don't have anything left to go there. We need 400k for that one. We could dump into this and speed that up. That's going to be... It's not going to be increasing our resources that much. We are already fairly saturated. We're definitely not going to see the next brain up. We might be able to see the next DNA, though. If I push this as far as it'll let me. That's max. Everything's 400k for the next upgrade, you guys. Everything. And that is pretty significant boost to resources. I'm surprised on that one. The hot sauce ones just converts it into whatever. This is not really that important. I think the meat is more valuable. We could try it. I think it is going to slow us down, though. Bonus increases the value of all foods. Oh, that increases everything's bonus. But we can't coexist on it. Not yet. So if we had that other improvement, we could actually have gone with that. So meatballs it is. So yeah, we just get rid of the hot sauce, build up back the cold back up. So we let that go back down. Hot sauce should stop being a problem soon. Yeah, I forgot they actually canceled each other out. So can we get back up to where we were? And there we go. We're back. We're back. Come on. Go back up, please. 160 something thousand. Friendos. It's going to take forever to come down from there. That sucks. We're starting to get back up to it, but bleh. Bleh. And yeah, it does feel like this is based off of per minute. If we do Tenderizer, that might push us up to the point of getting this maxed out. Or at least our 5th one. Are we going to finish the run on that? Probably not. We're closing in on 2 hours. So, and 2 hours is kind of my target on some of these. This one we definitely could do another run for and see just how high it'll push it. But then we'd be going into a 4-hour thing of just harvesting and waiting for 400k over here. Obviously, it would be faster, because then we could have hot and cold at the same time, have more spawns of larvae, all that stuff. This right here, I think, will push us over the point to get another DNA. That's why I'm kind of holding out for it. If I'm wrong, and we'll just prestige and look at what the next tier is. Obviously, it's not going to allow us to get enough to get to 8. Every time you spawn a larvae, increase the multiplier by 0.1. Unlock the mine, mushroom laboratory, fishmonger, burrow. And then we have Big Brain. Unlocks the final stage of the Queen's evolution, so we can actually max things out. There's a lot of these already planned. So there's a lot of stuff. Haulers have double movement speed, but may only carry 2 food items. 7 apples bush discovered. The 7 apples bush discovered by foragers in a lucky combo is always full golden. Ooh. 3 more slots to the orchard, but move the orchard to the forest area, further away from the queen. I mean, if it's already tossing it in, that's fine. The trap factory, an extra trap is created and thrown nearby. Doubles the duration and buffs of hot potato. Haulers must now consume a unit of hot sauce. Increases the multiplier by 0.2 for each unique food in the queen's diet. Haulers may be upgraded to carry an additional 2 foods. So it does have things. Sweet foods receive twice the benefits from sour foods. Fire affinity upgrade in the queen, increasing heat stacks granted by spicy foods. So you could combine Harmony, Brain Freeze, and Fan the Flames and actually have a lot of multipliers there. Oh, and Tenderizer. Oh, we already got our 3rd. Okay. Reach higher levels of feeding rate. Yeah, that's how we get that. And this one is... Oh, and it's feeding rate for both of them. That's weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's go ahead and do New Colony. Goodbye, cruel world. Leaving behind the half-baked colonies of before to build our giant ones anew. So now we have DNA to spend. There's our cold multiplier. So that actually probably would have been a good thing to carry over. That produces food. 3-point multiplier. Oh. Yes and yes. So yeah, whenever there's when there's 4 or less different foods in the queen's diet. So I'm going to skip out on the bountiful Maryland. We're going to go meat farmer. We're going to do... more of those. Apply. That's going to be pretty powerful, but we'll have to save that for another run. Keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. You can see the combo I was thinking of going for. Bye.